Today we're talking about plate carriers. Hi, if you're new to the channel, I just want to welcome you. My name's Will. I'm geared.mcho on Instagram, and it's so good to see you. For those that have been here for a while, just want to say welcome back. It's been about 5 years. But today I'm going to be starting a new series. I've got a friend, some of you may know him. His name is the Pizza Surfer. He actually lives really close to me. So we're going to be starting a new series called Unit Gear Universities. And what we're going to be doing is talking about the various kit and gear that the unit, aka CAG, aka Delta Force, uses. And so today, what I wanted to do is show you guys the plate carrier that I have been using for my impressions and just give you the quick rundown. So this is my Crye AVS. This is a really standard plate carrier. A lot of guys running these, very readily available. This is a little bit of an older model. I got this used. I bought it probably about a year ago. Been a great carrier so far. What I like about this carrier is it is really in between a JPC and a CPC. So if you want to strip this thing down and get it down to bare bones, it can be almost just like a JPC, but with just a little bit more comfort and support. I'm going to start you guys off on the front panel here. It's kind of where the camera's positioned, so it's just going to be a little bit easier if we work from the front and then work around the right side to the left. Up front here, you'll notice I have a GRG. This is custom made by me, based off of some reference photos that are available on the internet. It's a little bit different. It's customized to my preference. But basically it's a phone holder essentially, so you can run ATAX on your phone, and this is meant to carry your phone, so that way it's easy access. So what you do is basically have some Velcro here. You stick your Velcro, sorry, not your Velcro, although you do that. You stick your phone here using Velcro, and it just gives you a readily accessible way to monitor your ATAX or whatever other device you're using when you're out in the field. I have another GRG example, and that would be this SNS flip light. This is the old gen model, so right now I think they've got maybe 3 versions out. They've got a 2nd gen and maybe a 3rd generation. The 2nd generation is a little bit more slimmed down. I think they only come in Coyote, Ranger, and Black. And then on the newer stuff, they're getting more into the patterns, or maybe that's something you can add to them. But this is the 1st generation one. I really wanted this one because I like the way it looks. It just looks a little bit cleaner. I like the multicam on the front. But basically it operates the same way. It's got little elastic loops here. You kind of put your phone in, holds it down, or you can use the included Velcro. You just stick that to the back of your device and you are good to go. Very easy to put on. Probably one of the easiest pouches I have to put on, if you can consider that a pouch. Moving on to down here, this is my Crye AVS 556 placard. This one's modified. I got it from a friend not long ago. He was like, hey, I found this at a SERP store. If you want it, you can have it. So he sent it my way, and he was like, I was like, what do you want me to do with it? Because I kind of forgot he had sent it to me. He's like, do whatever you want, dude. It's yours. So one thing I did to this, the flap was already cut off on this left side. So I went ahead and added some black elastic. That just allows me to add any type of deck cord or any other accessories that I need to carry. It gives me a good place to put it and retain it. And it's just a lot easier to deal with than trying to find somewhere else. Also have just a little bit of extra room to make a chem light loop, so that's what that's doing there. I've also got several different flavors of placards. I can kind of go through those real quick. First off, everybody knows what this is. This is a BFG triple. This one's super new, not old at all. Barely used it so far, but basically gives you the same idea as this elastic here on the front. You can toss this onto a kangaroo pouch right here, and it just gives you a nice place to hold like grenades or your notebook, or you're right in the rain, that kind of stuff. Just very convenient. You can hold extra mags in here, very convenient. My second placard, I guess, I've got 4. My second placard is this mat flap. I custom made this as well as this breeching one here. So basically, this folds down. You can hold your maps in here. Any map you need, just fold it up, put it in there. You've got a nice, easy place to read all your physical maps. Got fold down for overlay. It's got some pockets here on the side. It's also got a stiffener in the front here, so that way if you need to write on it, you definitely can. And then I also included a pocket on the back behind the open top mag, just to throw stuff. You know, you can throw deck cord in here. It's got some elastic retention. Just anything you need to throw in here to make it a little bit more convenient for you. The next thing I have is this Crye open top M4 pouch. Standard kangaroo pouch comes with just about any plate carrier. But what I've done on this one is I added a wide 330D GP onto here. Gives you just a great spot to put a bunch of stuff. Kind of honestly use it as a dump pouch because it's so massive. But it's just a great place to put different gear. Anything extra, great place to put it. And then lastly is this open top breeching pouch. Custom made this as well, like I just said. Got some loops down here for your initiators. It's got dual ways to run the retention, so you can either do it where it's flap, or you can take these little flaps off and run it through here just like a paraclete triple. This one's a little bit different because it's deeper, so I've got some longness here, and what that does is gives you a little bit more space when you're running deck cord in here. It doesn't poke up quite as far. Great pouch. Made a couple of these so far, and they are awesome. Lastly, on the front plate bag, I'm moving down to my dangler. So this is a Dunbar style dangler. I made this myself as well. I make a lot of my stuff, as you will see in next videos. Modify a lot of stuff. Shout out to my side hustle, by the way. If you need some custom gear, it doesn't have to be unit related. I make stuff for just about everybody, any size. But hit me up at baymore.co. I'll put the link in the description. It'll also pop up down here on the bottom of the screen somewhere. Feel free to follow me over there. Give me some orders, you know, love that. But here we have a Dunbar style dangler. If you don't know, this is based off of one of the unit guys. They've actually made a bunch of different variations of these. This is my variation, so it's maybe a little bit different. But we've basically got the tourniquet straps up here on the top. So I run 2 tourniquets, as you see, one here and a cat up here. And then on the inside is just a big pouch. You can see I've got some deck cord in there. But yeah, not much to it. Just attaches to the bottom of the front plate bag and you're good to go. Next, up here on the right cummerbund, this is my Crye SR25. This is 330D version. So if you're hearing me say 330D a lot, I don't want to confuse that with the new stuff, the SPS stuff that's out. This stuff is a lot harder to find because I'm a collector. That's why I have this stuff. It's not necessarily the best gear, but it's what I like and what I use to make my kit more accurate to what I'm doing. So here we got a 330D SR25. This has been modified. And it was modified because I have a chest rig that does the same kind of configuration with this tourniquet, and I really liked it. So I modified it with some elastic here on the front flap. As you can see, it holds a single M4 really nice. But here on the front flap, it's modified with a piece of elastic for a cat tourniquet. Great place to put a cat tourniquet because it doesn't take up any more room on your molly, just in case you need that. And I really just like where the placement is. Moving over here, this is a 330D small GP. Not much to say about that. You know, you can hold stuff, extra stuff in it. And then behind it, 6x8 Crye vertical side plates. Some guys say that these rub their shoulders. I haven't really noticed it. I've been running them for about 6 months now. I love it. Again, no rubbing. So if you're looking for some side plates, I recommend the 6x8s. They're kind of hard to find. The 6x6 is a lot more readily available, and I do think they also make them in a horizontal version as well, but I do prefer the vertical. Nothing here on the back, you know, because I'm trying to keep it kind of slick. But moving on to the back here, you can see I've got a Manpack antenna back here, but this is also a customized turtle shell pack. Sorry. So what I've done here is I've added some MOLLE to the flap of this pack. So this Paraclete triple here is actually removable. I can take it off anytime I want. But the inside is also modified as well. And how it's modified is based off of an eBay posting for a similar pack. So I kind of copied it. So basically you've got the double shock cord here on the sides. You can really cinch something down if you need to. There's 2 of them. There's one on the top, one closer to the bottom down here. There's also some elastic running the whole width, and then some 1-inch up here on top running the width as well. On the back of it, it's set up kind of like a 2.0. So back here on attaching to the plate bag, I've added Velcro to the back of the panel, so it will attach to the plate bag itself. And then in the compartment with the water bladder compartment, I guess for lack of better terms, I added this hook. I have a hydro somewhere, and whenever I run that hydro, I don't like for my bladder to be like slumped down, so I added this hook to keep that bladder upright at all times. And then lastly, down here on the bottom of the plate bag, I am running the side pull mags by Crye. Kind of more hard to get item, I guess, at this point. But you can still find them. Very great run tube mags, obviously, down here, down low. Also added these elastic straps, so you can run whatever you need for a breacher setup. If you need some, you know, I don't know. You can put whatever you want back there. But that's that. Moving on to my back left Paraclete IFAC. So Paraclete and Crye made the same series of pouches. I believe the Paraclete is 500D while the Crye is 330D. So this is the Paraclete version, both exactly the same as far as construction. So inside you've got, this one's not very full, so bear with me. It's not very full at all. I need to get some contents for it. Just got some random stuff in it right now. So you've got a pull out here. You can strap down some tourniquets or whatever. Very, very nice little IFAC. I've had to repair this one. I got it used, obviously. But these are not commercially available, so you know, you get what you take, or you take what you can get. And then I've also added some Velcro here onto the front, just in case, you know, you can stick something to it. You know, whatever, I got some MSW tourniquets in there right now. Moving on to the more front side of this, on the plate, on the left cummerbund, sorry. This is a custom frag, or not frag, this isn't a frag, this is a smoke. I made this kind of in a Paraclete style. It's not Paraclete. I made this to what I wanted and how I wanted it to look. So it's made out of all old materials, but it's basically sized just perfectly for an M18 smoke. Really good piece of kit, really like it, really low profile, and not much more to say about that. And then finally on the left side, this is where I like to run my radio. I think if you go back through my other videos, I wore my radio on the other side, on my right. And I have since kind of switched my thinking, and I run my radio on my left now and then route everything to the back. I just find that a lot more comfortable. And I don't run the side pull embitters as well, or not the side pull, but the side embitters behind the cummerbund yet. My friend, the Pizza Surfer, he'll be giving you guys some more some more kit videos coming up. And he'll kind of go into why and how you should run your radios. And for now, the reason why I do this is just because I like the ease of use. I don't really like tucking a radio behind my cummerbund. I don't know why, it's just a personal preference thing. I think maybe it just makes it a little bit more slim or low profile for me. But this is a 330D embedder pouch. I'm running a replica 148, so this is not a real 148, but it's as close to one as I can get. So this one's made by TCA. Very nice radio. If I can get it out, I'll just kind of run it to you guys. So I'm running TCI relocation cable to the back to the manpack antenna. It's got the QD on it as stated, and then TCA U94 or TEA, sorry, my bad guys, TEA U94 V2. This is the 6-inch cable, so a little bit harder to find on those. I've also got an 8-inch cable that I've got on my chest rig. Super nice PTTs, guys, if you're looking for something. But this is my 148 that I use. It's pretty much almost just like a real 148. Turns on just like one. Very nice piece of kit if you're looking for something. You know, you shoot real still or you do stuff out on the range and you're wanting a nice looking radio, this is a very good option for you. One thing I will recommend, don't get replica relocation cables. They suck. And I can maybe explain more in depth on a later video. But the last custom thing that I have, and you may not notice it, I put shoulder covers up here on the shoulder straps. I did not like the 4-way stretch covers that come with the AVS. I found that they like to slide back, even if you've got stuff routed through them. Really just didn't care for that. So I went and just custom made these 2-inch Velcro covers, essentially. They've got some elastic here on the top. Both sides are exactly the same, just opposite. It's also got some of the Velcro here, you know, for routing your tubes or whatever you need to. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, you want to know anything more, please feel free to hit me up on gear.mcho on Facebook or Instagram. If you need some custom gear made, please hit me up at baymore.co. But with that said, hope you guys have a great week. Gear McCo out.